In today's lesson, we are going to discuss omitted measurements. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to solve problems correctly involving different instances of omitting measurements in field surveying, such as omitted measurements are in one side, omitted measurements involving two adjoining sides. So, when we say two adjoining sides, yung magkadikit na side or magkasunod na sides. And lastly, omitted measurements involving two non-adjoining sides. So, pag non-adjoining sides naman, hindi sila magkadikit or magkasunod. So, when it is not practical or possible to determine the length or direction of a line by field observation, magkakaroon tayo ng omitted measurements. So, missing quantities should not exceed 2 in numbers. So, dalawa lang yung pwede natin ma-omit. And lastly, assumption is that observed values are without error. Kasi yung lahat ng error, doon mapupunta sa na-omit natin na data. So, meron tayong 3 type of omitted measurements. So, type 1. So, sa type 1, omitted measurements are in one side. So, may isang case lang dyan. So, the length and bearing of one side unknown. Then, type 2, omitted measurements involving two adjoining side. So, meron tayong tatlong case. So, first case, the length of one side and bearing of another side unknown. Then, sa case 2, length of two sides unknown, and pwede rin sa case 3, bearing of two sides unknown. And lastly, sa case 3, yung two non-adjoining sides. So, the same with type 2 yung cases niya. So, length of one side and bearing of another side unknown, or pwede din na dalawang length unknown and yung dalawang bearing ng dalawang side are unknown. So, dito muna tayo sa type 1, case 1. So, sa type 1, case 1, length and bearing of one side unknown. So, like for example, given the data of this closed traverse, diba, masasabi natin na closed traverse kasi nagsisimula siya sa A and nag-end siya sa A. So, given yung data, unknown yung length and bearing ni DA. So, sila yung na-omit natin na measurements. So, anong gagawin? Paano natin makukuha yung length and bearing ni DA? So, step 1, una natin gagawin is, we have to compute the latitudes and the departures ng complete data. Kung saan yung data na complete, kung saan yung stations na merong complete na data. So, solve natin si latitudes tsaka si departure. So, ayan na. Na-solve natin si latitude and departure. Then, equate natin siya sa 0. Si latitude at saka si departure, equate natin siya sa 0 kasi nag-assume tayo na wala tayong error. At yung lahat ng error, mapupunta doon sa unknown na data, which is the latitude and the departure or the length or bearing of the course DA. Then step 2, let x be the latitude of DA and y be the departure of DA. Ayan. So, let si x magiging latitude ni DA and y yung departure ni DA. So, step 3, we are going to solve for x and y by equating latitudes and departures to 0. So, add natin sila. Simulan natin dito kay latitude. So, negative 176.357 plus 203.395 plus 192.357 plus x equals to 0. So, using shift solve, dyan sa calculator ninyo, makukuha natin yung value ni x, which is negative 219.3950. So, since x natin, yung latitude din DA is negative 219.3950, ano yung direction ng bearing natin? North or south? Correct. So, since negative siya, yung direction ng bearing natin is south. Next, dito tayo kay departure. So, add natin si departures. Negative 438.548 plus negative 173 or negative 73.093 plus 198.651 plus y equals to 0. So, makuha natin yung value ni y, which is 312.9900. So, since positive siya, ano yung direction ng ating bearing? So, yung direction ng bearing natin is east. Tama? So, dito pa lang sa latitude at departure ni DA, malalaman natin yung bearing na southeast yung direction niya. Next. So, step 4, we are going to solve for the length of DA. So, meron na tayong latitude and departure ni DA. Masasolve natin yung kanyang length. So, length ni DA is equals to the square of its latitude and the square of its departure. So, makakuha natin yung length ni DA, which is 382.2262 feet. Then step 5, meron na tayong length, pwede na rin natin makuha yung kanyang bearing or yung bearing ni DA. So paano? So bearing ni DA is equals to the arctangent of the departure divided by the latitude. So bearing ni DA is 54 degrees, 58 minutes, 15.22 seconds southeast. So kompleto na. Nakuha na natin yung length ni DA and bearing ni DA.